Hello, and warm welcome to this very special episode. Today we talk about manners and etiquette. Knigge for little fellows. Good manners foster social harmony. He must have raced through the nursery on an express train. When Ellen heard this phrase from her parents, she knew the score. That friend wasn't welcome back anytime soon. Back then, I thought my parents were terribly old-fashioned and couldn't understand what they had to complain about, she recalls. Now, as a mother herself, she knows all too well that children often behave in ways that are anything but polite or considerate. Especially during puberty, boundaries are frequently tested. Teaching children good manners requires patience and strong nerves from parents. But what kind of manners do we expect from children? What truly benefits them, and how do we teach them? Terms like manners, behavior, or decorum sound outdated and evoke images of rigid discipline, says a dance instructor. She prefers to talk about conduct and social skills. She explains, it's about fostering pleasant, respectful interactions. Politeness, helpfulness, and respect not only make family life easier, but are also the foundation for successful social coexistence, a societal glue that should be learned early on. So she notes that today's nursery has different furnishings than those of the past millennium. She rejects stereotypes like today's youth or blanket judgments about teachers and students. There are poorly mannered people, but also many well-mannered ones. Good manners aren't universally fixed. They depend on cultural context and the spirit of the times. The formal bow, once common among grandparents, is obsolete, and the curtsy is now reserved for the British Queen. It's not about stiff etiquette, but about equipping children with the tools they need to navigate life confidently and securely. They learn this through age-appropriate parenting, clear consequences, and positive role models. A manners course isn't strictly necessary. The foundation for good social skills usually lies in the home. Children mimic what they see from their parents. It's not a one-way street, she emphasizes. Parents must live by the rules themselves. Social skills should be practiced daily until they become second nature. Learning through imitation. Children learn by imitating from day one. A baby smiles back when smiled at. Even young children gain favor when they behave politely in an age-appropriate way. Likeable people have an easier time in life than troublemakers. Just as children learn to speak and walk, they must also learn social interaction through role models. But what behaviors do we expect? A 4-year-old doesn't need to know to offer their seat to an elderly person on a tram. The formal you is still incomprehensible to the youngest children. Internalizing magic words early. There are, however, universal rules that extend beyond the family. Please, thank you, and pardon me. These magic words can be learned early if children hear them often. An apology is also part of it. A sincere "I'm sorry" quickly smooths over mishaps. Courtesies like making eye contact when greeting or shaking hands become instinctive with regular practice. Good manners simplify daily life, build trust, and create a relaxed atmosphere, a long-term benefit for children. This includes table manners, using cutlery, not speaking with a full mouth, avoiding smacking or burping, skills that give children confidence, whether at invitations, in the school cafeteria, or at a restaurant. These are learned at home. When meals are eaten on the go or in passing, eating loses its significance. Shared meals are more than just nourishment. They're where communication happens, where children learn social behavior. TVs or smartphones have no place at the dining table. Attention belongs to those present. When rules are repeatedly broken, consequences must follow. Children need adults who set and enforce clear boundaries. This takes effort but provides children with guidance. Empty threats, however, are a no-go. When everyone follows the rules, fair play, the conclusion is clear. Good manners make life more pleasant and less stressful. Thoughtful, respectful behavior enhances communication. Adhering to the rules of coexistence not only makes life easier for others, but also benefits oneself with a more harmonious daily experience. Please, thank you, and goodbye. Well-mannered children are better received. Must 2-year-olds already behave perfectly? Certainly not, but they can begin learning the basics of friendly interaction through the example of those around them. Kids Knigge, duty or delight. Recently, We met a charming elderly lady on the street. "Oh, what a lovely doll," she said to my daughter. "What's her name?" No response. The lady bent down to speak at Lily's level. "Is that your favorite doll?" Silence again. Nervously, I stared at my shoes, nudged Lily, and whispered, "Tell her your doll's name." Nothing. "Would you like a candy?" The lady tried again. Lily swiftly grabbed the candy and slipped it into her pocket, without a word. "Thank you," I asked tentatively. No reaction. The lady waited. "What do you say?" I tried again. Nothing. Lily hid behind me. I smiled apologetically. "She's still little," the lady said as she left. She could have said thank you, I thought. But wasn't the lady a complete stranger to Lily? Didn't her silence express healthy caution? After all, I'm the one always telling her not to take candy from strangers. Suddenly, images of missing children and terrible crimes flashed through my mind. That evening, I told my husband the story. He couldn't relate to my concerns and said casually, "Oh, let her be. It's not that important." According to a Stern survey, he's off the mark. Over 70% of respondents see good manners as a key factor for job success and the top parenting goal. Good manners are the lubricant that keeps the family engine running smoothly, says Dagmar von Kram, author of Kids Knigge for Parents. Children who know social norms feel more confident in new situations because they know how to act. Moreover, good manners make it easier for others to approach them warmly. Good manners, though the term may conjure images of starched collars and wagging fingers, are simply the rules for respectful interaction. What they entail is often subjective, but some basics are universal and can be learned even by toddlers. Greetings, farewells, and table manners are internalized through early rituals. Tip: positive prompts prohibitions trigger defiance. Positive phrasing with reasons children can understand works better. Example: "You want your toy car back in one piece, so please be careful with Marie's teddy." Role models matter, even babies imitate. They wave goodbye, tuck in their teddy, or try eating with a spoon when the family dines together. It's normal for some food to miss the mark or get crumbled at first. But when playing with food becomes provocation, intervention is needed. Consistent action maintains family harmony and gives children guidance. Exceptions are allowed. A finger food day where everyone eats spaghetti by hand playfully shows why cutlery is useful. Inner attitude, not drill. Good manners aren't about coercion, but reflect an attitude. This includes putting personal interests aside or not saying everything just because it's true if it hurts others. Equally important is learning to say no. For instance, when strangers want hugs or adults cut in line. Children should respect others' boundaries, but also defend their own. Adults aren't always role models. How often does a stranger peek into a stroller without asking how the baby feels? Tip: age-appropriate expectations. A 2-year-old can't eat without spilling, but can learn not to throw cutlery on the floor repeatedly. A 5-year-old can hold a cup without spilling, even if cutlery is still tricky. Adjust expectations to the child's abilities. Good manners are more about heartfelt education than trained behavior. Children learn best when parents model what matters to them. Playfully integrated rules express their purpose: respectful, polite, and equal interaction. What children learn at what age, every child develops uniquely. The following is a little guide. 2-year-olds can understand please and thank you when modeled with gestures. Grasp that cutlery and plates stay on the table. Sit quietly at the table for about 15 minutes, then may get up. 3-year-olds can say please, thank you, and return greetings. Wash hands before eating, not touch food and put it back. Avoid speaking with a full mouth. Wash hands after using the toilet. Cover their face when yawning, sneezing, or coughing. Maintain eye contact. Respect others' pauses. Respect personal and others' property, not harm living beings. 4 to 6-year-olds can say good morning, greet when arriving, and say goodbye when leaving. Wash face and hands, brush teeth morning and night. Use a tissue after sneezing. Eat without spilling, chew with a closed mouth. Stay seated during a course. Help set or clear the table. Avoid burping, farting, or nose picking in public. Apologize after being defiant or angry. Some children lack the motor skills for certain manners. A child struggling with a pencil or scissors likely won't master a knife and fork yet. Give them time. A welcoming setting, like a nicely set table or properly sized chairs, makes good manners easier. Parents bear the primary responsibility for their children's social skills, though these aren't inherited. Typical everyday scenes: put your glass to the side, please, or it'll tip over. Use the napkin before drinking for hands and mouth. Look, your glass is all dirty. No, don't crumple the napkin. Place it beside your plate. Watch your glass. Don't stuff half the roll in your mouth at once. Swallow before drinking. Hello? What's with the napkin? Why's your roll beside your plate now? How often do I have to say this? I knew it, your glass. Such scenes are common today. In the past, you might have heard, "Dear mother, could you kindly pass the bread basket?" Or, "Dear father, may I politely request the serving fork?" Those phrases are long gone. Today, kids reach across the table for rolls or sausage, a familiar sight for parents and grandparents. What's outdated? Curtsies and bows were considered respectful until the 1950s, but are now obsolete. Children no longer need to be subservient. They have rights that put them on equal footing with adults. What kids can do today: express wishes without being prompted. Say if they don't like something and refuse food. Stand up for themselves if wronged, e.g., when someone cuts in line. Equality from the start. There's no distinction between boys and girls anymore. Both have equal rights and duties. Boys can show emotions, girls can assert themselves. Politeness applies equally: greetings, offering seats, holding doors, helping at home. Expectations by age. What's expected depends not on gender, but on age and abilities. In practice, many measure against their own childhood. Strict past. Grandparents knew. A child keeps quiet, Bertolt Brecht. This attitude was often passed down, so kids today may clash with elders when they speak freely. Anti-authoritarian wave. In the 1960s, anti-authoritarian parenting emerged. Children were to find their own limits. Maria Montessori said, "Our task is not to shape children, but to allow them to reveal themselves." High tolerance. Parents raised anti-authoritarianly are often lenient when rules are broken, with a relaxed view on consequences. The golden middle way. Today, a balanced approach has emerged. Children need structure, but also flexibility. Caution with strangers. Children should show respect but not blind obedience, especially toward strangers. Given dangers like abductions, caution is warranted. Kids don't have to answer or comply with everyone. Healthy distance is key, allowing them to say no. Consequences of poor manners with toddlers. Etiquette slip-ups are met with smiles. By school age, however, rudeness or inconsideration leads to rejection. Adults scold, peers withdraw. Even if they don't show it, children feel the sting. Why good manners pay off. They protect kids from rejection. Parents avoid looking bad. Others aren't disturbed. Promoting good manners benefits children, parents, and their environment. 3 strong reasons to teach them. For adults and teens, greetings. Stand up to greet. It shows respect. A smile boosts courage. Ignoring a greeting is rude. Shake hands. Not too light, not too firm. Introduce yourself. First and last name. Eye contact during a handshake matters. First impressions count. Stand to look into their eyes. Keep distance, don't get too close. Respect every person. Who greets first? The person entering a room greets first. Younger greets older. Employee greets boss. Men greet women. Employee greets guests/customers. Individual greets a group. Lower rank greets higher rank. Handshake. Older offers hand to younger. Women offer to men. Boss offers to employee. Present offers to arriving. Guest/customer receives hand first. Higher rank offers to lower rank. Posture. Upper body upright, shoulders relaxed, long neck. Shoulder blades slightly back. Arms and legs controlled. Arms hang loosely or clasp above the waist. Palms up for a positive effect. Don't point at people. Maintain eye contact. Don't forget to smile. A polished appearance works wonders. Personal hygiene. Brushing teeth. Take time. Use floss daily. Showering. Every 2 days is enough. Otherwise, wash thoroughly. Don't wash hair daily, as it greases quickly in adolescence. Care products. Use body lotion and subtle deodorant post-shower. What's included? Clean nails, subtle makeup, regular hand washing, toothbrushing, neat clothing, tidy haircut. Avoid body odor, greasy hair, heavy perfume, dirty clothes, bad breath, sweaty feet. Table manners. Hands off the lap. Don't gesture with cutlery. Use cutlery from outside in. Hold knife in right hand. Bring cutlery to mouth, not mouth to cutlery. Wipe mouth with napkin before drinking. Place napkin on table when leaving. Hold stemmed glasses by the stem. Wait to be seated. Women go first, men assist with coats. Don't hang jackets on chairs. Wash hands before eating. Place napkin on lap.
Sit upright.
Don't touch or play with table decor. Eating spaghetti. Use only a fork. Twirl at the plate's edge. Don't roll too many noodles. Eating soup. Served as an appetizer. Fill spoon 2/3, bring tip to mouth. Avoid slurping or blowing. Stir hot soup with spoon to cool. Spoon soup from cups, drink the rest. Tilt bowl slightly backward to spoon the rest. Place spoon on the saucer afterward. Good manners in every situation, Knigge, often implies behaving respectfully to honor others. But good manners are also for yourself. Studies show how you present yourself shapes how you're treated. Poor behavior makes it harder to impress with skills or ideas. A likable demeanor greatly eases interactions. Yet the world isn't black and white. Example, a bank advisor in a suit is perfectly dressed for a CEO meeting. But with a farmer in jeans, it creates distance. This shows there's no absolute right or wrong. Instinct is key. This book aims to equip you with rules to apply situationally. Why decorum? Why say please if the meaning doesn't change? Why follow rules if no one's harmed? The answer: individual freedom ends where another's begins. In a city where people live closely, consideration and rules are essential. Without them, chaos and aggression would prevail. Rules for coexistence are vital. Some are set by laws, but many evolve through tradition and upbringing. Good manners are a cultural treasure that makes life more bearable. Adolf Freiherr von Knigge gained fame with On Human Interactions. His Enlightenment-era work goes beyond etiquette, addressing morality, duty, and self-respect. Many of his insights still apply. In big cities, people often don't know who lives in their building. Knigge saw manners as a given, part of a larger goal: peaceful coexistence. This podcast emphasizes not just form, but substance. Etiquette without personality leads to a faceless society. Showing character while being polite, that's the art. Good manners are style, education, and intelligence, cultivated through curiosity, lifelong learning, and courage. Set the table. A refined meal often accompanies social or professional events. A misstep, like using the wrong cutlery, can be awkward. The perfect table, a richly set table with plates, glasses, cutlery, and decor, is a delight for gourmets. Yet many fear etiquette traps, as the rules are complex. Preparations, space. Ensure elbow room. Borrow dishware if needed. Tablecloth. White, subtle, spreads smoothly. Two cloths may overlap. Avoid plastic or transparent covers. Decor. Keep flowers and candles low for clear sight lines. Decorate after setting the table. Place cards. Used to manage seating, e.g. for conflicts or shared interests. Place above the setting. Menu cards behind. Napkins. Cloth napkins, min 50 by 50 centimeters, matching the tablecloth, folded on the plate. Paper napkins don't belong. Silverware. Check silver for tarnish early, polish if needed. About 2 hours for 12 settings. Small setting, 3-course menu for soup, main, dessert. Fork left, knife right, soup spoon right outside, dessert cutlery across the top. Glasses. Red wine glass, guide glass, above knife tip, water glass 45 degrees right below. Use a beer glass instead if needed. Spaghetti. Fork right, spoon left, debated. Avid eaters use only a fork. Serve Italian wine based on sauce. Include a water glass. Large setting, 5-course menu appetizer, soup, fish, meat, dessert. Cutlery from outside in. Appetizer fork, fish fork, meat fork, plate, meat knife, fish knife, appetizer knife, soup spoon. Dessert cutlery across top. Glasses, red wine glass, guide. White wine glass, 45 degrees right below. Champagne glass, 45 degrees left above. Water glass right below white wine. Bread/butter, small plate left with a knife, bread basket, and butter on the table. Serve butter at spreadable consistency. Variations. For small tables, serve cutlery with each course. Place soup spoon on saucer for cups or tranches. For left-handers, set mirror image but uniformly. Good manners provide confidence and promote positive interactions. Use this knowledge to navigate life with respect and style. So, we are coming to the end, and with good manners, I hope that helps a bit and wish you a wonderful days.
Until next time, bye-bye.